There we go. Alright. Hi guys. So I got some cool information I want to share with you. I got a new laptop, which is very exciting because, well, for the longest time, in high school they had us use Chromebooks, and honestly, you can't do much on them. I've lost so much information. So much. This thing is the future in my hands. Like, this right here will decide where I go with my life, which is kind of cool to think about, because to be honest with you, I'm not ready for college, because I'm not right. Because it's just a crazy thing, right? For the longest time, I have been waiting to get out of high school, and then now that it's over, I'm like, wow, that went by really fast, and that was like 8 years of my life gone. That was 8 years of my life just for school. And then for the longest time, I never even wanted to go to college. I was like, nah, like, why would I go to college if I didn't have an idea, if I didn't know, like, that's just wasting money. And that'll change really, really recently, which is kind of a bad thing. Don't do that, I mean, because not everyone is supposed to know what you want to go to college for, but having a pretty good idea is good, because just for this first semester is a lot of money, which I'm thankful we can comfortably pay it off, because it's a lot of people go into huge debt, and I'm so afraid of that. Like hundreds of thousands of dollars that you can't even pay off in a while, which is super scary, right? You owe so much money, and like, what are you supposed to do? Because that's like you're out of college with your degree, and you hopefully get the job that you want, right? With that degree, and you're putting like almost the majority of your paycheck. I mean, you're spending. Okay, you gotta afford for food, rent, your insurance, your car if you have one, and then like that's already expensive as is, just for the basic three, right? And because you also gotta pay for like internet, and and then on top of that, you got to pay insurance. You have to pay interest fees, to pay that back. You're just not, unless you're like getting a grant. If you're taking a loan, which most people are, we are. I mean, I am. That's a lot of money just to pay that back, and a lot of people don't pay that immediately because they can't. It's too expensive. So it's like, so you meet someone and they're like, they're reaching retirement levels. Like, hey, when did you go to college? He's like, oh yeah, 40 years ago, like 20 years ago. Are you still paying that off? Yes. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's how expensive college has gotten. So that's why I know, for me, that was like, it took me to like the last minute just to pick up my mind. Like, so my best friend Dallas, in the description, that's my buddy. He's going to Scout. He's going to Scout. Savannah University, right? And they do artsy stuff. If I went there, $250,000 just to go there for the full 4 years, and that's just for 4 years. Some people go there for 6 years, right? And not only is it expensive if you far away, housing, meals. That's crazy. I mean, it's a good college, but sheesh, man, I'm like worried, because that's a lot of money, and I'm afraid he might not. He'll do something. He's a smart guy, he'll pay it off eventually. But I'm like, that's a lot of money. So, with that out of the way, originally I got this inspiration from Corey Kenshin with his old videos. I really like watching his old videos, because it's like I get inspiration from it. So that's why I kind of did this. Omnibook. I don't know where this goes, so I might have to censor that QR out. But check this baby out. Everything's been already loaded. everything is, I've already signed in, just to make sure it worked when we bought it, because that was a lot of money. Right, alright. And look at this. The first thing I did was put the hotbar on the left, because I grew up on Windows 7 and 10, and just having it in the middle is super weird. While I do have a nice computer to game and whatnot, I also want to use my laptop for editing, because that's what I'm doing. I haven't, guys. I guess I went on a whole side tangent about college, and I never specified what I was going for. So originally, I was going to go for pop-ups. I was originally going to go for 3D computer CAD, right? Just CAD, and I was attended. I did a vocational school, and so I did that for 2 years, and I go to the state championship, right, just for doing it, and it was for a Blender 3D animation. And I'm sitting there doing this competition. We got second place. There was one other team, and I realized I don't know. I don't know how to get away, or I don't know how to use these softwares, and I have been using them for 2 years. I know how to use them, but I'm not creative enough. Like, in my mind, I think it's just like a in my mind, I'm just not creative enough to use it. Like, what would I use it for, right? And I mean, I wasn't gonna go for 3D animation, but I was gonna the Blender. I was actually gonna go for interior design for like architecture, and I kind of psyched myself out from pursuing that, because I'm looking at other people's designs, and from what I made, I'm like, man, this is so much better than what I'm making. So I got kind of demotivated. So I was really, I was gonna do that because like I already knew how to use most of the softwares that are broadly used. So it would only make sense if I could do that, right? Because I could just kind of speed my way through it and then get a little better at, or more advanced at it. And then I'm looking at the college page on Purdue, right? And it says broadcast communications, and the vocational school I went to had a CAD class, which I took for 2 years, and another class was film and radio, and I wanted to do that a lot. So, because I want to do that my second year, because the first year I got a taste of CAD, and let's try out the film. I didn't get in, unfortunately, because it's a popular class. And so, because I always during Halloween, like the spooky season, the whiteboard would always have they'd always have the short horror movies, because they would make short films, and I loved it so much. I wanted to do it. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to do it with, but I always wanted to do it. So I was like, okay, let's take a look at this. And when broadcast communications, you think, oh, okay, you're just gonna communicate between a line. Wow. Wow. I'm cutting that out. You're just gonna communicate between the set, right? But no, the actual thing says you're gonna work on radio, you're gonna work on television, you're gonna do film, you're gonna edit, you're gonna learn how to do all of that. And I'm like, dude, sign me up, right? Because editing, I like editing. Am I good at it? No. But it's something I like. It's like a passion. I like it a lot. And so why haven't you made more videos? I'm not lazy. I'm just motivated, and I have no idea why. But that's a whole another story, and I'm not going to get into it. But if I already have a little bit of a passion, imagine what I could grow it into, right? Because imagine like into a career, something I like. Because my philosophy with getting like an actual job would be, I don't want to go to college just for a good paying job. I want to go to college that pays well. That's an option. But I want to go to good college to get a job that I won't be miserable going to every day. Like I could do an office job. I definitely could, but I don't want to, because there's no passion behind it. Like, why would I go if I don't like what I'm doing? I want to be real. I want the stuff I want the stuff I work on to mean something, or to mean something to me at least. So well, that was a lot of time just for a laptop, but this laptop is the key to my future. And I hope you guys will be there every step of the way. Till next time. See ya.